So our students now have done the tasks before the reading. They've either answered the questions you gave them or come up with their own questions. And so now, as homework, we send them to the web. This is the article for which I took the questions, an interview with the lovely Scarlett, and her answers. Now, of course, we're going to do that as a reading text, and your students will use the work they've already done and work with this text to complete the task. Now, that's all very well, except maybe some of our students don't know what rave means, and here we have a rave review, a nice collocation there. And maybe they're going to get distracted looking for what it means, maybe they're not going to bother and misunderstand, or maybe they're just going to become demotivated and not continue with the exercise. Something we can do to help them with that is to take the web address up here and move it into this website called Lingro, lingro.com. Here at stage 1, you simply put in the web address, we select English dictionary in the list of languages, and then we hit go. While it loads up here. Now, what Lingro does is it takes you back to the original site, but in the Lingro page, on the Lingro page. On the face of it, well, what's the point in that? But what it does is, now when we read it, Lost in Translation has received rave reviews. Right? I don't know what rave means, so I move the mouse over rave and I click. And there we have a definition appears. Rave, an enthusiastic review, for example a play, or 2, an all-night dance party. Okay, from the context it's probably not number 2, so we now know that it's an enthusiastic review. Maybe the student is still struggling with this and doesn't quite get it. If we click on the little flag, we can translate it into Spanish, and we get the incredibly useful delirar, which I can tell you has nothing to do with a rave review. Okay, if we go back now to the English one, that's an example of why we'd want to keep the monolingual dictionary, because the Spanish translation there doesn't really help with the meaning in this sense. Now, students can also add this word to a word list which they can create. Every word they click on will be saved in their profile on Lingro, and they can click add it to the word list. Once they've done that, they can go back and have a look at the word list and review it, send it to you, and you can make exercises, that kind of thing. You can repeat this ad nauseum. Maybe we've no idea what karaoke means. Turns out it's a in clubs and at parties, etc. Okay, so how could we use this? How could we exploit this even more for our students?